How's that? Can you hear me okay? Yeah. I'll just speak up. I know so many of you here. Each of my sisters, I have 5 sisters. Each of them have their own way of trying to get. Who was at convention and heard Melanie talk about manipulating me, being more devious, and those sticking kernels? How long you had to massage your feet to get the brownie? All of my sisters have their own way, but for some reason, Jill is the most successful. Yes. I'm here because, and you know why? Because she uses no sort of any type of devious schemes. Yes. If I had to go on a road trip and just had to have one person with me beside my wife, Shalane, it would be Jill. We're good friends. And she texted me and said, "You should come here tonight." I was about to watch the March Madness, so I'm like, I wanted to see you guys more than I wanted to see that. So I'm filling in for Christina, who was filling in for Tracy. I'm not sure I didn't get the memo on what I was supposed to say, so I came up with my own message. And we went to San Diego. So me and Melanie and the COO and there was 5 of us, okay? And I asked them 2 questions. I asked all of them 2 questions that they each had to give me 2 answers to. The first question was, what over these past 2 years have we done that you are the most proud of? And they could only give me 2 answers. And I gave them a week before we went to San Diego for them to think of their answers. And then I asked them, if you were to slip into a coma and wake up after another 2 years, what 2 things would you be the most disappointed if the company did? Okay? There was some really enlightening answers. And rather than give you all of those answers, after we cooped ourselves up in this tiny room for 2 days, we came out with a company motto. Okay? So you all know that we are a company that was founded on a mission, right? And I hope that you all have learned, or at least read the mission statement, because we truly mean it. The motto, we wanted to have a company motto too, that in just 1 or 2 phrases we could summarize to the employees what they're a part of, okay? How they can make that mission happen. So we're going to have a company meeting in 2 weeks, and they're all going to see it. You guys are the first ones that will get to see it. Yeah. You see it? Oh yeah, let's zoom out. Wait, let's zoom down here, right? I'm just a software guy. Let's do all caps. Okay. Do that. Put each tag, each phrase. Okay. That's our company motto. What do you think of it? So there's so much that actually went into that. Okay. When we say we are a mission-first company, that means that we think of the mission first anytime that we have to make a decision. When I was starting the business, 2 things that we decided that I did out of the context of the mission statement, and I didn't care that everyone was telling me that it was going to create a situation that we would not be able to make money. That's me? Okay. I got calls from the industry. I got calls from people that I used to do their software for them, saying, Derek, I know you know your software and stuff, but do you really think that you're going to do this? And one of them was the instant payments. Okay? They said, Derek, Derek, you're going to be upside down constantly, okay? Because when we get a payment, it takes us 3 days to get that money from the credit card, right? So 3 hours to seem perfect to give it to you. And I told that person who called me, I said, I have had a mom who couldn't afford to get us the things that we needed. And there are a lot of moms out there like that. I can afford it. I'm going to do it. Little did I know that it would turn into one of the things that you use to actually recruit people. And guess what? It has made us way more money anyway. The second one was, when you joined our company, I wanted your credit card and your bank account to forever be free. So many companies find additional streams of income, of revenue, and some of them are things like charging you to even have a website. How exactly do you do your business if you don't have a website? I'm not sure how you do that, but yeah. And the second one is, it makes so much sense to just have a consumable product and push the auto ship, right? I still get this one all the time. People tell me, say, we will never have an auto ship. I'm happy to give tools to the presenters that they can know this customer last bought the mascara 91 days ago. Maybe it's time for you to contact her. But a woman's checking account will always be safe, yours and theirs. Both of those things I did in tribute to my own mother. And both of them turned out to be some of the reasons why we keep the fannies of all the other drugs. Okay, next. We serve the presenters. What did you think when you first heard that one? My coming out of the coma, number one, because I was a software vendor to this industry for 12 years, so I've been in the meetings when top executives and founders are talking about how they're going to roll out this tweak to the compensation plan, or they're going to do this and that. And there was always an underlying tone of, how can we do this in a way that they won't really catch on to what we're doing? Okay? My skin would crawl, but I'd go do the change because that's what my job was, right? Okay. You aren't just our sales force. You aren't the ones that market the products for us. You are the business. All 275 of us that work at corporate have a job, have a paycheck because of you. And when we come to Unified, you walk on a red carpet, right? And it's funny because just 4 Unifieds ago, we added a little thing where we get the whole company to come. All of support, they leave the queue. As many of the people that are in shipping come. And when they come down the red carpet, we all start to clap and cheer. And everyone loves it. I love it because the employees get a constant reminder of why we are in business. So I may die, but that company model has to be in place. Okay? We serve the presenters. We serve you. So thank you for all that you do. I've told some of you that one of the reasons why I started this business was because of Cara's current situation, right? And then you saw when I brought her on stage and she told that story, it was like she talks about the checklist when she checked off things off of her dream board. I checked a big old fat check mark. there was 3 reasons why I started Unique. And what I didn't expect is that I would feel that way about so many of you. I was walking in here and someone was out in the hallway and she said, oh, Derek, hi. She said, oh, I'm just the white status. I'm just clear down here on the ladder. And that almost broke my heart. Because Cara was a white status, right? And the power of women and the power of sisterhood, and all of you are capable of doing what she did. And that's our job, is to just have the systems, have the support for you to accomplish whatever your goals are. And I'm so proud of that. Keep it simple. That has been a part of our mission statement from the beginning. Call it a driving principle and a core value, right? So many things that we do, so many things I sneaked in there that you may not even know about, right? Why do I not support party shipments? One of those things that for years, when I was always coding it for the other companies, I always thought, because I know the nature of every woman is if you can save them shipping, you will save them shipping.
Right.
It's the same reason why I'll never let you buy it at the 20% off or right from the start, because then you'll feel obligated to pass that discount on to all your friends. Somehow, you never felt obligated to pass back the money that dings on your credit card. And I like that. So for the same reason, we'll never support party shipments, because what that does is it puts a burden on that hostess. She has to get all these shipments. And of course, you know, us guys would text people and say, hey, I got your stuff. Can you come by? And no. You have to package it up, add another layer of beautiful packaging, and get everything just right, and go out in the van with all the kids screaming in the backseat, and drop by at every single house and give them this little presentation thing, right? I'm sorry, but all that effort is not worth the half-priced items next year. So we're going to keep it simple, in so many things that we do. But I wanted to share one thing. I'm such a data geek that I always try to translate everything into data. Because data is the one thing that will never deceive you, never lie. And so I have worked for about 1.5 years on quantifiable things that all of the top earners and the top leaders have in common by stalking their data and their behaviors. And then I realized I can't find it in the data, so I had to stalk their team pages and their posts and what they do, because that's data too. So I'm only going to give you 2 of them, because the other 3 have to be saved for convention. But number 1, where's Cammie? Cammie Heffron, one of my favorite presenters, by the way. She's so awesome. Cammie said it right. She said, don't get sucked into the negativity. Okay? That's the number 1 thing. I can sort by I can take the top earners and sort by who gets paid the most, down to the bottom, and through the first 20, they are the least likely to get sucked into any kind of drama or become super negative. And guess what? On their team page, they don't allow it. Delete, I'm sorry. And you know what? I struggled with it on the pop for a long time, because I believe in free expression. We don't want, all people can have their own opinion. And if they didn't like this thing that happened with their package, what right do I have to press and get rid of their comment and their little picture of their package that had a little crumple on the corner of the box, right? And this big long thread about it. But I learned something. Finally, I learned it. The other 170,000 want me to do it.
Yep.
And so, finally the pop got to where we couldn't let people even comment anymore. and I was fully aware of what that meant. All of those negative Nellies are just going to take those comments to your team pages. Okay? Act like the top leaders already. Delete. Delete it. Okay? You're doing them a favor too. Because if you want to help them live the mission statement in their own life, okay, help them be more positive. Here's a little secret. Facebook was sued over something that they did with their algorithm. I'm such a data geek that I love following this stuff too. They actually modified your news feeds for 700,000 people, randomly selected, and gave you negative things in your news feed. The ads were more negative, just things, and then they followed those 700,000 people to see if your post and what you shared and what you were posting became more negative. They did the same thing with 700,000 people with positive posts. I don't know the outcome because they got sued and they had to take it down because people thought that was going too far. That the power of faith, that was taking it too far. That was actually affecting people's lives. I tend to think, well, they're a business, you know, if they wanted to do that experiment, like risk. But anyway, the point is, surround yourself with positivity, and you be positive yourself. Never get sucked into the negativity. And then, guess what? The people that follow you are the ones that will be most likely to also succeed. So that's a tip for you. The second thing is that I notice about all of them is they exude success even before they have it. They could even have a down month or something, but and there's a phrase, fake it till you make it, right? I highly recommend that you live that. The first time I heard that phrase, I was kind of like, yes, you know. But I'm a believer now. Fake it till you make it, okay? Because people want someone else who's successful to lead them, right? But it's like a chicken egg thing. Well, how do I become successful and act successful? Okay? So there's your two tips. And for the rest, I'll share it back in. And then the last thing, keep it special. What do you suppose that we meant by that? Thoughts? Keep it special. We hire employees now, a lot of them. I find myself saying something a lot. Because we hire some who've worked for some other companies, okay? First of all, every single employee, when they're being interviewed, they say something like, you guys are the most incredible company. Like, you have just done it amazingly different. I'm so glad. I really want to be a part of this business, okay? So they come in with that perspective. Much like, frankly, the rest of the industry, right? But then a few weeks into their job, they'll start saying things like, well, we got to do it this way. Why? Because it's what we did at this other company. Okay? And I always tell them, I say, it's almost speaking out of both sides of your mouth if you say, we're better, we're more special, we do it a different way, and then say, but we got to do it this way because that's how the other companies do it. So I advise you the same way in your businesses. Okay? It's special. We're different. This company was founded with a mission and with a cause. All of the other reasons why I started Unique weren't quite enough to get me to come out of my little retirement party that I was having, except the Unique Foundation. I'm the CEO for Unique. And my wife, Shalane, please stand up, is the CEO for that wonderful cause. The business is getting to the point where we're shifting schedules just a bit. I still go to work, but I'm able to work a lot less and spend more time with the kids. And she is working more we are pushing forward. 92 days, how many days, Shalane, until our first? 92 days till the first group will come to Utah. Yeah. So whatever ways you use to make your business special, because let me tell you, people are drawn to special. People want to be a part of something. Yes?
Can you, just for the really new ones, can you tell everybody what the Unique Foundation is?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The Unique Foundation is a nonprofit that has three purposes. We want to drive awareness for sexual abuse that happens to young girls by men who they should have been able to trust. It's incredibly prevalent, and it's almost like the world isn't ready to talk about it, and it's a little bit too much. I don't think so. I think that cause needs a champion. So we're going to spend millions of dollars just on the awareness campaign. Okay? Just people need to start talking about it. Secondarily, provide a retreat for adult women who were abused as a child to come for 4 days and to begin the healing process and to have some group therapy and therapy with just one therapist and to just enjoy the feeling of being able to ponder and maybe try to open a wound, as my wife calls it, try to open a wound that healed over and it's scabbed over. But the poison and the resentment and the hurt is still in there. But it can come out. I've spoken recently with several women who I see the radiance from them that it came out. And I want to see that and more. Because there's millions and millions who have yet to even talk about it. So that's why we are in business, and I thank you every day. So I was financially secure, right? My family was. A strong desire for us to do this cause completely overcame me. And it was in just a period of just a few days. And I knew that type of mission would require a new business that could produce a lot of wealth. And I've told you, I thought it was going to take us 5 years on the optimistic plan. And I know that it was an army of women. And at the time, you may not even have known it, but God was inspiring many people to come and build this business because He wanted people to come to that retreat this June. Every one of you played a part in those lives that are going to be affected. Every time that you sell a mascara, you fund healing. And that's what I want to end on, and I want to thank you for all of you coming. I know this is valuable Saturday time. Yeah.
Today is National Sisterhood Day.
It is?
It is.
Wow. When's, we should create National Y Sisterhood Day. You know what? That is so true. That's so true. And with that, I'll turn it back to my sister. Cara, take it away.